Hello, my magical milk caps. I'm Amanita, and welcome to Mushroom Fairy Tarot. So, today I am bringing you yet another pick a card reading, and today we are going to be answering the question, what message or messages do the fairies have for you? As you can probably tell by the name of my channel, I am a big fan of the Fae and have been working with them for pretty much most of my life. And I'm just really excited to do this video and to welcome them into this space. So I have 3 groups here for you today. For group number 1, I have this citrine shard. For group number 2, I don't remember what crystal this is. Aquamarine, perhaps? But it's just this soft blue, kind of like cotton candy colored crystal. And for group number 3, I have a little chunk of amethyst. I believe I got this at the Ren Fair one year. So, little fun fact. Okay, so you can go ahead and pause the video, meditate, take time to ground yourself, and when you're ready, you can go into the description and click the timestamp for the group that corresponds for the one you chose. And I'll see you there. Bye. Hello, everyone that chose group number 1 or the citrine shard. This is going to be your reading on what the fairies would like to tell you. So relax, get comfortable, ground yourself. Just my usual disclaimers. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will, so you can choose what messages you want to carry with you and which ones you don't want to. And if you would like a private reading, as always, you can find that in the description box. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start off this reading with a fairy oracle card to see what fairy wants to come through with messages. So just go ahead and ground yourself and connect with the unconditionally loving Fae spirit guides that guide us and watch over us always and walk with us always. Okay, that was a lot. I just want to get one because I am going to be reading these from the book and it's a lot. So I just want to do one card. Please, fairies. Okay. Ooh. Oh, this is a good one. I love this deck, by the way. I'm so excited to finally be using it in a video. But we have number 35, the Fawn. Okay, I just wanted to like connect with that card for a second. I am going to be reading this from the book. I know some people have a problem when tarot readers read from the book, and if that happens to be you, that's fine. You can just skip ahead to the tarot portion of the video if you do not want to hear me read from the book. However, I do recommend you stick around just a little while because I do find that the book has a lot of meaningful messages. Okay, so card 35, the Fawn. Understanding the nature of nature, natural wisdom, natural magic. I just got really excited. The merry, irrepressible fawn, dancing in the garden, frolicking in the woods, playing in the meadow, sings out, "Come dance with me." It is he who knows the secrets of nature. He knows where the robin's nestlings are hidden, where the mice lurk, who lives down that rabbit burrow, and where the pixies like to dance. He teaches us to understand, appreciate, and express that part of ourselves that dances in the moonlight with the fairies, sings to the dawn with the birds, and hums with the blossoming flowers. This is also the part of us that plants seeds with a loving pat and says, "Bless you and grow," and provides healing energy for doing just that. No fuss, no bother, no intention, and natural human magic. Natural magic is simple. We are full of it. And the more we are true to our own nature, the more we have access to our own magic. We are caught up in believing in limitations imposed by ourselves or our culture. We inhibit the flow of energy, which is the melody of ecstasis, song of the cosmos, as it sweeps through us, opening ourselves back up to the song that can be long and complex business once we have closed down in some way. It requires a great deal of thought and some self-observation, and perhaps also the help of others in the form of therapy or simple friendship. However, the process of opening is made easier and more gentle if we allow Mama Nature and our own natural magic to help. Spending time in our gardens, our parks, our forests, and open spaces helps us to reconnect, but so does growing herbs and flowers and scented geraniums in pots on our windowsills. So does looking at the stars, observing the state of the sky, and listening to the wind. It helps if we simply observe the natural processes and change around us. Mama Nature is always up to something. No natural place is the same for 2 moments in a row. Life is about process, not stasis. We are processes, not things. We constantly change, even when we resist, even when we think we are stuck. Come with me, sings the fawn, tugging our hand. It certainly is futile to struggle against the flow of the universe, so we might as well dance with him. Stuckness is an illusion, the fawn says, "Dance with me, and it will all come right." And do you know? He's right. At least many of the blocks in ourselves and our lives will come right much more quickly if we reconnect with him, opening our hearts to him and Mama Nature. They too are filled with magic, just like us. Natural magic is happening. When things flow almost effortlessly, that is a sign that natural magic is at work. Enjoy it. A very important part of natural magic is simply allowing the energy to flow through us. This means both giving and receiving freely. Let the energy flow. Don't push it. Don't try to control it. Just dance with it. Trust it. And remember to keep returning to the source for inspiration and to keep your heart filled with light. Okay, that made my entire day. I don't know about you guys, but I personally kind of needed that message. I didn't choose a pile or anything. But I know that I personally needed that message because I think that part of it is about reconnecting with nature and going outside, and whether that nature is going for a walk in the park, going for a hike, or just watering your indoor plants. I think that I think that also, beyond just connecting with nature, I think it's about letting life flow, learning from nature, seeing how nature ebbs and flows naturally and is in a constant state of change, and letting yourself realize that you are part of this ecosystem. You are part of the natural processes of nature, and you should allow yourself to indulge in that. Allow yourself to change, to move. And maybe you're going through a bit of a transition right now, or you're about to, or maybe you're feeling a bit nervous, or maybe you're feeling a bit stuck. And I think in order to help with that change, or help things flow more easily, I think you just need to move a little. Dancing, frolicking, going on a hike, going on a walk, going for a swim, a bike ride, things like that. Just letting yourself be free with nature. Okay, so next things next, we are going to choose some oracle card or tarot cards, just to see what do the Fae want you to know right now. Especially from the fawn. It seems like the fawn has a lot of messages for you, so fairy guides. Fawn Spirit, what messages do you have for those who chose pile number 1? What do they need to know right now from you? Oh, that was good. Fun fact, this was my first ever tarot deck. Years ago. Okay. Fairy spirits, fawn spirit. Do you need those who chose pile 1 to know? Ace of Pentacles. Do you need those who chose pile 1 to know right now? What do they need to know? Ooh. 7 of Chalices. Interesting message thus far. Queen of Pentacles. Let's see, do I want to clarify anything? Okay, I don't think I want to clarify anything, but I do want like one more card, I think. Like, I feel like there's something else. What is that? Okay, 3 of Swords reverse. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Wands. So let me make sure these are all... I never know how to like put the cards. Okay, I think that might... Is that good? Let me look. Okay, good enough. So I think right now you may have felt stuck in the recent past. You may still feel stuck for some of you, but I think for most of you, this is like something that is kind of moving out of your life, or beginning to move out of your life. And I don't know what caused this. It could have just been like an ending of something, or you're just going through like a hard time, because I mean, happens to all of us. And but I think you're starting to see the light a little bit more, or you're starting to feel a little bit more hopeful. But maybe you're trying to like, I feel like you have a lot of like dreams, like daydreams, things that you want to achieve. I'm seeing that with this 7 of Chalices. Like, I don't know, I feel like even as I'm channeling, I feel like I am hearing your message. Like, I'm getting the message loud and clear, but at the same time, it's like a million thoughts going through my head at once, and I can't like capture all of them long enough to say it. So maybe you're just having like a lot of active daydreams or a lot of active thoughts, and this doesn't seem like something negative. Like, I wouldn't say that this is like overthinking or spiraling. I think it's just like you were going through this tough time, you were feeling a little stagnant, and now you're coming out of it. And now you're like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to try this, I want to try that, I want to apply for this, I want to apply for that. Like, I feel like you're starting to kind of get your groove back, and you're starting to collect all of these hopes and aspirations that you want to achieve in the near future. And I do believe that these things will come to fruition for you with the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. I think that you're really longing to receive more abundance in some form, whether that is like monetary abundance or just like in general, like feeling more abundant in life. And I do believe that you will achieve this. I think that there are a lot of new opportunities that are coming for you. And they might even be a bit of a surprise. I don't know why exactly I'm saying that. I just feel like I need to say it. Like, I think that it might be something that you may not have been expecting, or maybe something that you didn't think that you were like qualified enough or good enough to achieve, and you end up achieving it anyways. And I think that no matter when this new opportunity comes in, I think that you will find yourself feeling a lot more stable, a lot more grounded, a lot more confident in yourself, a lot more confident in your abilities, and also just a lot more content. I mean, this Queen of Pentacles card is incredibly content and incredibly chill. And so I think that you'll find yourself just feeling more at peace with life, more in tune with life. And I'm hearing like the word synergy. So yeah, just more in sync with nature and with the flow of your life. Um, and yeah. I'm I'm trying to think if I can get any other messages. Okay. Hmm. Let's see if they have any advice. And I guess this whole thing is advice, but any like specific advice for this new opportunity, achieving these aspirations? Oh, okay. So we have the Two of Chalices and the Six of Chalices on the bottom of the deck. Was not expecting that. Um, so I think if you are in a relationship, I think that this is a really great time to connect with your partner more and like share with them your hopes and your dreams. And maybe you feel a bit nervous, maybe you think it might be kind of silly, but I mean, Valentine's Day is coming up, at least when I'm recording this. If you're watching it and it's not Valentine's Day, that's fine. But I think connecting with your partner and telling them about these hopes and dreams that you have, telling them about the things you want to achieve, or the things you want to manifest, I think that that could be really helpful because it'll give you support, you know? Because, of course, you have support in the, Fae realms, but having support here in the physical human realm um, is really beautiful and really amazing. And if you don't have a person, then this could even be a friend, this could be a family member, this could be really anyone that you have like a heart to heart connection with. I think sharing with them the things that these dreams and aspirations could really be beautiful and really be helpful. And I think it will help you to achieve them and help you to like, you know, get advice if you need it and just have that support, have that community that you need. Because I can see that you do have it, whether you have a partner or not, you have at least one person in your corner that wants to see you win and wants to hear about these dreams and aspirations of yours. Okay. So, I mean, I guess I should say, oh my God, I guess I should say congratulations to you, pile number one, for whatever this new opportunity is, for whatever this new phase in your life is. I mean, it's not easy to go from a time of stagnancy to, moving forward. And so you should really be proud of yourself and give yourself a pat on the back because new things are coming, new opportunities, and just new feelings of contentment and peace and joy. And, at one time when you may have been lacking those things or missing sight of those things, they are coming to you, and life is about to get a lot lighter and a lot softer. Okay, so we're just going to finish it with my favorite affirmation cards. Y'all know how much I love these cards. I use them in like every video. They are a struggle to shuffle though. I really hope you can't hear the wind banging against the window, but it is loud. Okay, fairies, let's get an affirmation card for pile number one. Okay, let me get one more. If one more wants to come out, that would be cool. Okay, that's it. So this one, I feel like directly correlates to the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, okay. That's 3 cards. I did not realize. Okay, we're just going to take the one on top then, because I thought it was just that one. But it says, I am at peace. Divine peace and harmony surround me and dwell in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, myself included. Yeah, I think this also relates. Ooh. Okay, we had the Eight of Chalices under there, but I'm not getting into that. Sorry. But I just lost my train of thought. I think this also correlates to the Two of Cups, in terms of like compassion. So this could also be just within yourself, you know, being that community for yourself. Okay. Then we have this card, which is loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. Oh my God, these cards are so similar. My heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself. I love others, and others love me. There it is. Maybe you just need a little reminder that you are loved, and that, you know, no matter what has happened in the past, you will always be loved and you will always be worthy of love, both from yourself and from others, and from the fairies. Well, that is all I have for you today, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I would love it if you left me a comment and a subscribe and a like. Like I said, you can always purchase a private reading from me in the description. So yeah, that is all for you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hello, everyone that chose pile number 2, or the possibly aquamarine crystal. If this is not aquamarine, please let me know what it is in the comments, because I do really love this crystal, but I just can't remember the name. Okay, so this is going to be a reading. As always, this is a general reading. This is also a timeless reading, and you always have free will. So take what messages resonate with you and leave the ones that don't. And as always, if you would like a private reading, you know where to find that in my description below. So let's go ahead and get started. So first things first is we're going to choose a fairy oracle card to see what fairy wants to come through and provide us with messages today. So go ahead and ground yourself. And we're just calling in all unconditionally loving and protective fairy guides who love us and guide us always. Let's see, pile number 2. We're going to shuffle one more time. It wasn't the best shuffle, but that's okay. Ooh, I just felt like a weird pain in my wrist. I don't know what that was about. I don't know if you can relate to that, or if that has something to do with you right now. Pile number 2. Fairy has a message for pile number 2. Those who chose pile number 2. Okay, let's see. It's taking a second. That's okay. I feel like a big chunk of cards wants to fall out, but I'm only going to choose one for today. Oh, I love this little guy. You got number 56, Gluminous Loom. I really struggle to read this font, so sorry if that was incorrect, but look at him. Okay, so I am going to be reading messages from the book. I know some people have an issue when tarot readers read from the book, and if that happens to be you, then that's fine. You can just skip ahead to the tarot portion of the reading, but I do hope you'll stick around because there are some really great messages in the book. So, yeah. Okay, and I did say it wrong. It's Gluminous Doom, not Loom. Self-defeat, self-pity, self-destruction, taking care of ourselves. Self-pity is the first step on the slippery, seductive slide towards self-destruction. Much of what I've said above about the soul shrinker applies to Gluminous Doom, so please read about the soul shrinker first. I'm not going to read about him, but because these are kind of long, but if you would like to read for yourself, you can screenshot. Let me lay this down so you can get the full. You can screenshot this. Okay. Back onto our boy Gloomy. It may seem odd to have such a seemingly lightweight challenger as Gluminous Doom right next to the Soul Shrinker, but they are the closest of cousins. The Soul Shrinker observes the way we curse others through energy and attitude. Gluminous Doom observes the way we curse ourselves. In a way, though the part of ourselves that he witnesses is worse than what the Soul Shrinker sees. When we curse others through sending the energy of malice and ill will towards them, they may reject our sendings. However, when we curse ourselves through self-pity and self-destructive attitudes, there is little, if any, resistance, and the curse takes immediate effect and continues to act until we change our attitudes. It's interesting, isn't it? How we can see at once that the Soul Shrinker is ugly, but Gluminous Doom has a certain charm, a kind of weird attractiveness. We feel sorry for him. He looks so pitiful. And there is another side to him that one Oracle group member participant sees. I feel that Gluminous Doom is underrated as a helper. He can be there for you when no one else wants to know. The state of self-pity when all seems terrible and the whole world is against you. It is an important part of the process. We all get down sometimes. We could say that we even need it to compare it with when we feel good. Gluminous Doom is ready and willing to help us explore just how awful it all feels, just how bad it is, and how hard done we may feel, and what has made us feel like that in the first place. It is very important to really get to know these feelings, or how you can possibly let them go if you properly know them in the first place. Our feelings need to be fully acknowledged and understood, or we tuck them away and hide them from sight until they appear again, maybe in a different guise. Gluminous Doom helps us properly explore our gloomy feelings of doom so we can be done with them. It is a very important job. The ultimate test here, of course, is to take responsibility for ourselves and our attitudes and to choose a path that is life-affirming, not life-denying. The sorrier we feel for ourselves, the worse our life becomes. Reread that last sentence, please. It is not the other way around. Self-pity makes things worse, and we have a choice, one we have every moment, as to whether we want to make our lives better or worse, and we can only choose that for ourselves. It is time to face the fact that our attitudes and beliefs about ourselves are our own. We may have learned them from others, but the others are not responsible for them in the here and now. We are. If we choose self-pity and pessimism, we make a choice that makes our lives worse. When this card appears in a reading, it indicates that it is time when understanding that concept is especially important. A time when there is some sort of crunch in the situation that offers someone the opportunity to notice and change such self-destructive habits. If it is yourself, you know what you need to do. If it is someone else, you may wish to consider how you might support them in this opportunity for change. Can you make sure to give positive feedback at every appropriate opportunity? Can you refrain from nagging, scolding, or complaining at them when they get it wrong? These things help. Okay. Hello, Pile 2. Right when I finished reading the messages out of the book, my phone decided it wanted to restart for some random reason. So that's fine. Just letting you know why there's a random jump in the footage. But now that we've read the messages, we're going to go into the tarot. In general, just kind of summarizing the messages from the book, there might be a bit of self-doubt, self-pity, maybe even self-loathing going on, which on one hand, understandable. We live in some really hard times. But on the other hand, I think, especially in hard times, it is important for us to empower ourselves and to love ourselves and give ourselves the care that we need, because it is very hard, getting through the day in today's day and age. And instead of making it harder on yourself by being hard on yourself, you should take this as an opportunity to be soft with yourself and to love on yourself. But also, maybe this is happening because of a person or a situation. I'm not sure. We're going to get into it with the tarot, and hopefully, you can leave this reading with a new sense of perspective and self love. So, let's go ahead and get into the tarot. So, with the tarot, we're just asking, what do you need to know right? Oh my God, I cannot say a sentence. What do you need to know right now? What do the fairies want you to know right now, especially luminous doom? What do they want you to know right now? Those who chose pile number 2, what do they need to know right now from the fairies? Okay, we are going to take that one. King of Pentacles. Interesting. Let me take these 2. 9 of Wands. The Earth Mother, who is the Empress, reversed. And the Lady and the Lord on the bottom of the deck, which is the Lovers. So I get that. I feel like this King of Pentacles is somebody else. I don't feel like it's you. Not saying that you aren't capable of being a King of Pentacles. That's just the energy I'm getting, is that I feel like this is somebody else. And it could be anybody that's in authority. It doesn't have to be a man specifically. So it could be a boss. It could be like a father figure, or an actual like biological father. It could be an acquaintance of some kind, or really any kind of like family member. I get the feeling though that this is like a boss, or just because it's a pentacle, but it really could be anyone in power, at a high status of power. And I feel like this is more your energy, this 9 of Wands, which I feel like whoever this person is and however they relate to you, whether they know you personally or it's more of just like a metaphorical person, like, like the man, I think however this person or this metaphorical person is related to you, I think that they are leaving you feeling very unsure about yourself, very insecure, very lacking. Like, I think that you crave this abundance. Maybe you crave kind of what the King of Pentacle has, but I feel like there's this lack of abundance, or a bit of a like a blockage with trying to get it. And I think the reason for this blockage is because of how this person makes you feel. It could be because of this person directly, like they are directly doing something to stop you getting your abundance. Like, for example, if this is a boss, it could be that they aren't giving you the raise and the promotion that you deserve. And so that's blocking you from making the money that you need to feel more abundant. And that's causing you to feel that insecurity and that uncertainty. But like I said, this really could be anyone. It's up to you, your own discretion in terms of, you know your situation better than I do. But yeah, there is this feeling of like feeling blocked from achieving this thing that you want to achieve, and I think that's what's making you feel so low. um I'm thinking. hmm. you're definitely like you're definitely yearning for something. I don't know exactly what it is, um because I feel like I kind of see it with like the lovers on the bottom of the deck, and under that is the nine of chalices. And so I do feel this like energy of like you yearning for something or wishing for something, or like wanting to go towards something or someone. But there is just like this kind of blockage. Like I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like you feel like things aren't really falling into place for you. Okay, so let's get some, I guess, let's get like advice, just further information on what you need to know, advice on how to like move through this difficult time. There's, ooh, okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Some advice. What is this? The Horned God. I believe this is the Emperor. He came out reverse. Let me make sure. Yeah. The Emperor. Some advice for pile 2. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna take both of them. I don't know if they're reversed or upright. I'm gonna give them a little flip and we're gonna see. Okay. So we have the King of Swords upright, and okay, oop, it just got a little wet. It got my condensation. The Wild Hunt or the Tower reversed. So this is very interesting advice. Um, and then we have Nature, which is the Devil on the back of the deck. Give me a second to process what this is. Okay, so let's take everything one step at a time here. I think first of all, this is kind of shown in the cards and also not shown, but I think you already know what to do. But let's walk through this. So I think with the Ten of Pentacles, I think this is just the fairy saying that you are going to get that abundance that you are manifesting or dreaming about or feeling like you can't have, or that you can't, or that you don't deserve, or that is out of reach for you. You're going to get that abundance. And I do plan on doing a video about like how to manifest more abundance. So if you're interested in that, I would subscribe. But you're going to get all the abundance and then some that you are trying to manifest. Okay? So don't even worry about it. Like don't feel like it's not possible. It will come. Um and I believe it's going to come from you being yourself. I know that's a bit of a weird way to interpret the Emperor, but with the Emperor here reversed, I get this feeling of like you might feel like you need to act like this King of Pentacles. You know, you may feel like you need to act like this sort of traditional masculine go getter, you know, like whatever, like you may think that you need to act like that in order to achieve this abundance, but that entirely is not true. You can still achieve all that you want and make your dreams come true by being yourself. And honestly, that is preferred. Most people would prefer authenticity. And I know that in our society lately, it doesn't really seem like that. But I swear to you, people love it. I love it. Like when I come across somebody's YouTube channel and they're actually like a real person and they're not just copying everybody else's mannerisms and stuff, it is so refreshing. So like, and that's just one example. This could be for anything, but you can make your aspirations come to fruition if you just be yourself. You don't have to copy what somebody else is doing just because they already have it. That's what worked for them. Figure out what works for you. And in terms of what works for you, I think you already know. Like, I think you truly already know. Um, and I don't think it's as drastic as you might think. Like, I don't think that this is something that you need to like uproot your life for or completely, change your life and all of that for. I think that this is something that you are already aware of and you already have the tools in your arsenal in order to make this change or to start progressing forward. I think the reason why it may feel stagnant or it may feel like you can't achieve it is just to do with your own thoughts. Um, the things that are tying you down, the things that are weighing you down, the things that make you feel like you're a prisoner. You're not a prisoner. You're not in the trap. You're free. And you already know where you need to go and what you need to do. And believing in yourself goes a really long way. Okay. Like, I know that sounds super cheesy and very much like something straight out of a Disney Channel original movie, but I am telling you, to believe in yourself, that is half the battle. And once you can do that and not like falter in your belief, you can go so far because then nobody can tell you that you're less than. Nobody can tell you that you can't do it because you already know inherently within your being that this abundance is yours, that this dream is yours, and that you can achieve anything. Okay? You got this. You got this. You're doing great. Okay? But I'm going to tell you one thing, self-loathing and self-doubt isn't going to get you anywhere except for further in the mess, okay? So take care of yourself and build up that resilience and that self-belief so that you can see all your dreams come to fruition. Okay, so we're going to finish off with some of my favorite affirmation cards. You already know I have to pull these out like every single reading just because I find them so helpful and so wholesome. So we're gonna get one of these bad boys or two. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Affirmations for pile 2. I think this was just one. Yes. 2. Okay. Okay. So first we have, I'm willing to let go. I release others to experience whatever is meaningful to them, and I am free to create that which is meaningful to me. Exactly. You are free to do what works for you. You don't have to hold on to other people and their ideals and their aspirations, okay? It's about finding what's meaningful to you, what works for you, who you are, what is authentic to you. I am willing to change. I am willing to release old negative beliefs. They are only thoughts that stand in my way. My new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. Exactly. You don't need those negative beliefs. You don't need this self-doubt, this self-pity, this self-loathing. It's not serving you. It's not helping you to move forward. So it's time to let it go. It's time to change. I kept looking at my butterfly earlier. So maybe butterflies are a symbol or an omen for you. I know they are for me. All right, pile 2. That's it for your reading. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below if this resonated for you. Once again, if you would like a private reading, that is in the description. You can also subscribe and like the video. And I will see you next time in the next video. Bye! Hello, everyone who chose pile number 3, or the chunk of amethyst. This is going to be your reading on messages from the fairies. Usual disclaimers: this is a timeless and general reading, so take everything with a grain of salt. You also have free will, so take what messages resonate with you and leave what messages don't. And as always, if you would like a private reading, you can find that in my description below. So first things first, we're going to start off with choosing a fairy oracle card to see what fairy spirit would like to leave you with some messages today. So go ahead and ground yourself. And we are just calling in all unconditionally loving fairy spirit guides who love us, guide us, and watch us always. What messages do you have for those who chose group number 3? Okay. Oh, I just bent this card. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. Oh, okay, that was fast. Okay, we got 3. So I actually am going to keep shuffling. I think you just might have a lot of messages today. Okay, I think this is just one. And we got number 38, Laced Moon's Daughter. I don't know if I said that right. I really struggle to read this font and pronounce some of these words. But this is who we got. Did I say 58? I think that's a 3, so 38. Excuse me. And we are going to be reading messages from the book. I know that there are some people out there that have an issue when tarot readers read from the book. And if that, I just kicked my trash can. I'm feeling really chaotic in this reading. I don't know what's in the air, but if that happens to be you, that's fine. You can skip ahead. Oh, not us opening right to the page. But you can skip ahead to the tarot portion of the video, but I do hope you stay around because there are some really great messages in this book. Okay, so card 38, Lacey Moon's Daughter. Light cast in shadows, spiritual guidance, illumination. I just thought of the minions. Illumination! Riddles. Ooh. She is the bringer of light in the darkness, yet moonlight both reveals and conceals. Her bright, fairy hoofprints light the path ahead of you, guiding you through the dark. She is also one of the guides at the passages between the other worlds and this one. It is she who, with her bright light, tends to the gate of revelation, showing us the way through by illumination, while her sister Epona's wild daughter helps guide us through the gate of despair. Lacey's gate is much more fun. Yet, in the process of guiding us, Lacey may pull a veil of cloud across the face of her mother, the moon, and 3 steps later we fall into a bog. That should wake you up, she thinks, smiling wisely. She disapproves of sleepwalking, which is something that most of us humans do a great deal of the time. The night contains too much magic and beauty and wisdom to walk through it unseeing. You may find her activities helpful, you may find them frustrating. How you take them is entirely up to you, but they are intended to help you awaken. Bear in mind that she does not trip us, she merely places an obstacle or a pitfall in our path. And we, sleepwalking and unaware, step right into it. We don't have to do that. As always, it is our choice. Lacey wants us to be open to the great unknown, to mystical, not necessarily magical experiences that teach us an expanded way to relate to the multiverse, all of the worlds and dimensions together. She is daughter of the moon, but she is also an illuminated child of unity. Where the Los Gona, the frog queen, wishes you to get in touch with your subconscious and find the treasures there, Lacey helps you to reach for your higher self, your not yet realized cosmic wisdom. You know far more than you know. There are places in ourselves that we may have feared because they are shadowed and unknown. We may have imagined them full of monsters when in fact they are inhabited by joyful spirits. She wishes, she wishes us to explore this terra incognita because that is where much of our potential, as yet unexplored wisdom lies. Lacey reaches into our deepest minds, opening long shut doors, illuminating and revealing the uncultivated ground of our being, our hidden senses and talents. She speaks to us in the language of symbols, as fairies often do, because words are so limited. Any one symbol may speak to us on many levels of consciousness and about many different aspects of being. If we spend time contemplating it, Lacey is a sphinx, and finding answers to her profound riddles gives us keys to the multiverse. If you are attending to your dreams and visions and studying everyday occurrences, try to discover the deeper levels of meaning in the symbols there. You are learning the language of Lacey. That language is spoken by artists like Brian and poets whose works are informed by rich symbolism. Discovering it through study, through looking within ourselves, and through interaction with fairies not only teaches us the language of fairy, of art, and of high poetry, but it also gives us keys to our own psychic abilities and to the deep levels of our own psyches, where the singers and creative force of unity are most easily found. Through revelation and the ecstatic experience of the mystic, Lacey faces and leads us into the future. She prefers to let the old stuff of the past fade away and the illumination of insight and newly accessed wisdom. You may be finding apparently oh my gosh. You may be finding apparently random events and ideas are falling into a pattern and beginning to make sense to you. Things may be flowing more easily than you are accustomed to, and your decisions and choices may be bringing an unusually high degree of success. Psychic abilities, hunches, intuitions, foreknowings are becoming clearer and making more sense. Trust the process. Lacey also brings psychic dreams, forelighting the future, illuminating the present. These dreams often speak in symbols, as fairies are wont to do. Okay. I felt like I sped read that, but I'm feeling like very energized by your pile. And I feel like this is also such a mysterious energy. I've actually never gotten this card before, and it's really cool. And I feel like I don't want to interpret a lot from the book because it seems like a lot of these things are personal. But I think in general, um, the sort of general messages: pay attention to your dreams and the symbols around you, reconnect or connect with the fairies and with nature. I mean, you are on this video, so you're kind of already doing that. Um, but yeah, there's like a sense of like, I kind of want to open it back up and just gaze at the page again. Um, yeah, maybe there are a lot of synchronicities happening around you. Um, I feel like you're just really tapped in. And I think that it's important to continue to foster this, but also have fun with it as well. If maybe you're not used to being so tapped in, like maybe you're going through some kind of spiritual awakening, and it can be kind of wild and kind of scary, but it is very much worth it. So let's get some tarot. Asking the question, those who chose pile number 3, what do they need to know right now from the fairies and from Lacey Moon's daughter? What do those who chose pile number 3 need to know right now? Maybe that's why I'm feeling so giddy right now. I feel like Lacey's energy is very like silly and fun, a little mischievous. So chose pile number 3. What do they need to know right now? Did another one flip? No. Okay. We have the Knight of Chalices, 8 of Pentacles reversed, and we get another. Ooh. Did something else fall? I feel like things are happening and I'm missing them. Okay, we have the 2 of Pentacles reversed, and I kind of want to get another one. We have the 3 of Chalices on the bottom of the deck, and I'm going to pull another card. Whoa. See, happens every time. I kind of want to pull another one. Like, I don't know. I just feel like the energy is really potent here. But as you can see, maybe I'll just, anyways. Okay. See, you give them an inch, they take a mile. 9 of Pentacles reversed on the bottom of the deck. 6 of Pentacles upright, and the Chariot, or the Battle Wagon. So I think that this is definitely a time for you to be connecting with your subconscious. Honestly, this feels like a time where you shouldn't be so focused on the material realm. Like, if you've been like, pedal to the metal, working like on your craft, working at work, whatever, I think now is a time to like do your job if you have to. But I think that it's really a time of like focusing in on your emotions. I think there's a mosquito in here. Focusing in on how you feel. I don't know how this butterfly got flipped over. If you're wondering, on the back it says a butterfly is a messenger from heaven. So that could be a symbol for you. Butterflies are big in pile 2's reading as well. But anyways, I don't think now is the time for you to have like nose to the grindstone, grinding day and night. Or like worrying about financial matters or just like earthly things, human things. I think now is very much a time for you to be enjoying the more metaphysical, the more emotional, and like fun aspects of life. And I see that heavily with this Knight of Chalices. I think you're really supposed to be like just feeling fun, feeling romantic, connecting with things that, some people may, like look at fairies and look at tarot and say, well, that's not real. Why do you believe in that? And who cares if they say that? I think that that's something you should be connecting with. And I think, if you must connect with the physical world, I think it should be in a way that is balanced and fair. But I don't think that you need to be like heavily in the earthly realm right now. Like I said, balanced, yes, still stay grounded and remember that, we are all human after all. But I think that it's really important for you to connect with the more spiritual side of things as well. And indulging in that. Because if you are, like I said, going through a spiritual awakening, I think that this is a really beautiful time. I think it's a very exciting time, even if it is kind of scary. And I think that the fairies really want you to like embrace that and realize that you can be human, because you are human, and you can, focus on the earthly realm somewhat, but you can also indulge in the spiritual and figure out all of the symbolism and synchronicities that lie there for you as well. Okay, I want to see any advice from the fairies. Okay, we have the High Priest, who is the Hierophant. Advice. Pile 3. Okay, wait. We got hella cards. We're gonna put these back. If any of them are meant to come out, they will come out again. I feel like some people get stressed when I put cards back, and I swear it's fine. Okay, fairies advice for pile number 3. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, this random card that slipped out, we're going to take that. 5 of Pentacles. We're going to get one more. Of course, they give me a million more. We'll take this one. 5 of Swords. So, pile 3, I think, going through the spiritual awakening may make you feel a little lonely, or like you're going through this alone. You may feel a little defeated. You may feel like you don't really know like what to do, what path to go down, how to deal with this, where to go next. And I'm gonna tell you something. Community is there for you. I can be your community. I want this channel to be a community. Like, there are people out there who understand what this is like. And with the Hierophant, it may be helpful for you to find a mentor, be it online or in person, that can help guide you through this. It doesn't have to be a man, it can be anyone of any gender, but just a spiritual mentor that can help you through this process. And yeah, so that can be like a priest, a reverend, the tarot reader at your local spiritual shop. Oh my gosh, that is hard to say. It can be a random tarot reader online like myself. It can really be anyone that you just feel connected to and you want to get advice or just have like a sense of communion with, because it can be really scary to go through this, but it is so worth it. I mean, this is my first tarot deck, this Green Witch Tarot. I've had it for years, and I remember when I first started doing tarot and I had no idea what was going on. And this tarot deck was terrible to learn from because it's not traditional. But what I'm saying is, I got through it. I got through the craziness of a spiritual awakening, and you can too. It really is just about listening to yourself, figuring out what works for you, and also hearing from other people, their experiences, their advice, seeing what other people do and trying it out for yourself to see if it works for you. Because it's a journey, but you can get through this. Okay, I see you. I understand. You can get through this. Let's get some affirmation cards. Ooh, sorry, the wind is howling against my windows right now. Let's get some affirmation cards for you. Okay. So, first we have divine wisdom guides me. Now, isn't that beautiful? I am guided throughout this day in making the right choices. Divine intelligence continuously guides me in the realization of my goals. I am safe. Period. I love that. I let go of all expectations. I flow freely and lovingly with life. I love myself. I know that only good awaits me at every turn. Sorry if you heard that loud meow. But that is also beautiful. I am going to go let the cat in, but I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Let me know down below in the comment section if this resonated. Also, leave me a like and a subscribe if you are interested in seeing more videos from me. And I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.